Hi friends, good morning. Today we are going to discuss another session of Bessel function. Bessel function, that is calculating j1 by 2x. This value we are commonly using in physics to solve hydrogen atom as a spherical function, right? Okay, so this is very important as we considered about quantum mechanical problem solving. Okay, especially hydrogen atom. Okay, so what is j1 by 2x? That is Bessel function with the alpha turning to 1 by 2. Okay, what is the expression of j alpha x we have studied? J alpha of x we have studied as sigma n is equal to 0 to infinity. Okay, 0 to infinity minus 1 raised to n into n factorial into, that is n plus alpha factorial into x by 2 whole raised to 2n plus 1 by 2. 2n plus 1 by 2. This we have studied. Okay. Now j1 by 2, alpha 1 by 2 means what I can write? The same relation I can rewrite into sigma n is equal to 0 to infinity minus 1 raised to n factorial into alpha I am going to write as n plus 1 by 2 factorial. Okay, this alpha become 1 by 2 here. Okay, j1 by 2 I am writing j1 by 2 x, that is x by 2 whole raised to here alpha, right? So j alpha x we have alpha here. Here in this step I am turning this alpha to 1 by 2. Okay, so 2n plus 1 by 2. Now what I am going to do is I am removing this n plus 1 by 2 factorial. See, using Bessel function property we have already a relation, that is gamma n is equal to n minus 1 factorial. Okay, using gamma function we have the property gamma n is defined as n minus 1 factorial, right? So if I am replacing this n with n plus 3 by 2, what I can write? Gamma of n plus 3 by 2. n I am replacing with n plus 3 by 2. So here also n I am replacing with n plus 3 by 2 whole factorial. Okay, n I am on either side of this equation. I am selecting n is equal to n plus 3 by 2. That is gamma n plus 3 by 2 is equal to, I may write this 3 by 2 minus 1 by 2, that is 1 by 2. That is n plus 1 by 2 whole factorial. Okay, and this we have already proved in gamma function properties. Let me discuss this gamma function in the coming lecture series. Okay, so this gamma n plus 3 by 2 we have a general formula, that is 2n plus 1 factorial divided by 2 raised to 2n plus 1 into root pi. Okay, okay, this you can simply prove because n plus 1 by 2 factorial, n plus 1 by 2 factorial is equal to, that is n plus 1 by 2 into, I am subtracting, okay, n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into n minus 3 etc. This n plus 1 by 2 into, this I can write as n minus 1 by 2 into etc. into, then 3 into 1 into 5 into 3 into 1 into, that may write. Okay, finally end with gamma of minus 1 by 2, right? That is root pi. Okay, 1 by 2 into root pi. Okay, so this you may rearrange as in this format. Okay, that we will discuss in when we are going to study the special functions, gamma functions, Dirac delta function and beta function. Okay, that we will discuss soon. Okay, so anyway, for the time being you may keep this in your mind. Gamma of n plus 3 by 2 is equal to 2n plus 1 factorial divided by 2 raised to 2n plus 1 into root pi. Okay, so if I am multiplying to remove this 1 by 2, I am multiplying with a root x by 2 on either side, right? So if I am multiplying root x by 2 on either side, j1 by 2 of x Okay, so this is when I am multiplying root x by 2, this 1 by 2 and 1 by 2 will cancel out, and that will become as 1. Okay, sigma n is equal to 0 to infinity minus 1 raised to n divided by n factorial into this n plus 1 by 2 factorial. This I can write as gamma n plus 3 by 2. That is gamma n plus 3 by 2. Okay, gamma n plus 3 by 2 into this as x by 2 whole raised to 2n plus 1. Okay, this 1 by 2 turned to 1 by multiplying root x by 2. Right? Now from this relation, okay, so here we have n factorial. Right? Now gamma n plus 3 by 2 into the denominator I am taking to this side, gamma n plus 3 by 2 into 2 raised to 2n plus 1 into n factorial, that is equal to 2n plus 1 factorial into root pi. So if you are looking to this term, so I can write a root x by 2 into j1 by 2 of x, that is equal to sigma n is equal to 0 to infinity minus 1 raised to n. See here x raised to 2n plus 1, x raised to 2n plus 1, right? And below we have 2 raised to 2n plus 1, gamma n plus 3 by 2 and n factorial. They exact this term, right? So that term, the denominator term completely together I can write as 2n plus 1 factorial into root pi. That is 2n plus 1 factorial into root pi. Okay. Now let me erase this all. Okay. Now we can simplify this. So that is equal to this root x by 2 into, so root x by 2 into j1 by 2x, root x by 2 into j1 by 2x, that is equal to 1 by 2 of x, that is equal to, see I can substitute the values, n is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3 etc. So I may take this 1 by root pi out, okay, into, so the remaining term when I am giving n is equal to 0, so I have x, the term x only here, okay, so x minus x cube by 3 factorial, when I am giving n is equal to 1, so this will be the negative term, and here x cube, and this again here we have 3 factorial, and the next term is x raised to 5 by factorial and etc. And this is a familiar Taylor series expansion, that is sin x, right? So root x by 2 j1 by 2 x is equal to sin x by root pi, right? So this I can write as j1 by 2 of x, that is equal to, this term I can take to this side, that is root 2 by pi x into sin x. This is the value of j1 by 2 of x, right? Okay, so this value we are widely using in problem of solving hydrogen atom, okay, using spherical Bessel function. Okay, so let me check the value. Yes, this value is, so root x by 2 into j1 by 2 x is equal to 1 by root pi sin x. To find out j1 by 2 x, you may take this to this side. Okay, so this all about this session, and in the next session we will discuss about the spherical Bessel function. Okay, spherical Bessel function is another kind of Bessel function. There is a slight change in the Bessel differential equation which leads to another Bessel function. Okay, that is spherical Bessel function. Okay, thank you.